Rising and shining and boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine every morning of your life. That's the challenge. I challenge you to have some discipline, not just to rise and shine every morning. How about the sunrise challenge? How about the discipline challenge? How about doing the things that you don't want to do like you love them so you can have the results of rising and shining every morning? And that's the challenge I declare a fun more the rise and shine challenge to get up and stay disciplined. Good morning, this is Saints Addiction. You know, not for nothing, I already got a blunt rolled this morning, which is super dope. Where'd my case go? I didn't even grab it. Hold on. Let me grab it. Let me grab the fucking thing. Saints Addiction, slipping on a mission. There we go. Give me this. This little stand has been around the world. A little 99 cents piece of plastic has kept me pretty disciplined. Ooh, that sun. Ooh, that sun. Ooh, that sun be pretty bright though. Ooh, that sun be bright though. That means I gotta stay sharp. There's a blunt in here somewhere too. Ooh, thank you, Marky Saint. Marky, Mr. Marky Saint, as my friend used to say. Mr. Tony, here's to discipline. And I'm gonna tell you why, because last night, that blunt fell all the way down. That would have been tragedy. To outsmart yourself. That's right, you get what you want, and you always have. And then what ends up happening is you want more, and then you're not happy with what you have. Your decisions become less real and less sharp, and then all of a sudden you're mad at everyone else because you're not getting what you want. And I started to dawn on me last night that I was all the way here in Henderson, made it home, and my homie pulled up a little bit of Mexican pizza, my bean burrito, and medium Dr. Pepper for free thanks to the app. And my buddy calls me, he's like, hey, I'm going to Club Ego at 2:30. And I'm like, it's midnight. It's like 2 hours away. Yeah, it only opens at 2. And I was like, man, I'm not on the drugs that you guys are on. I'm not up at 2:30 a.m. I'm at 6:30 a.m. watching this rise. And I almost guarantee I wouldn't get to see this rise if I didn't stay disciplined. And it turned out like I almost got into a fight Friday night. Let me tell a story real quick while I roll this next blunt. Like you say, almost got into a fight Monday night because homeboy wanted to fight. He wanted to bitch and moan. He wanted to fucking, he wanted the spot that I set up for First Friday, every First Friday session. I introduced him to the spot. He tries to cop. The boss don't want him there. The whole thing went raggedy real quick, and I was like, holy shit, what just happened? 1 second, I gotta blow my nose. Yeah, this one's important, so I'm gonna let this one sink in this morning. You know, not for nothing, dude. You kind of already had your own destiny. You just weren't in control over your discipline. Reason I said this is because I had to find out the hard way. But the truth of the matter is like I was out of control. And a lot of the situations that I find out of control, I'm like, you know what? Why don't I? It's too bright for me. Why don't I look at it a different way? So the guy comes up, I hear a bottle to my left behind me. Fuck you. That's not your fucking spot. Nobody fucking likes you just coming after me, right? And he's running around telling all the other vendors, fuck that guy. He has that spot. It's supposed to be my spot. I'm acting like a child. Blah, blah, blah. So he's coming near me. He's like, what the fuck you gonna do about it, man? And there's always the fight. I'm enticing you and antagonizing you and instigating you into doing something that you normally wouldn't do. And yes, he was all up in my face. Well, not all up in my face, but kind of running around me. All in my face, he would have got smacked. Even as an annoying monkey, he knew not close enough not to get clapped back, right? He was a good, 5 yards away. But anyway, my point being is I slowed him shit down. I said, I didn't get Odie. I didn't wrestle him. I didn't fight him. Matter of fact, the instincts to do that didn't even come up. I knew and he knew that I could clap him back. I knew that he could say whatever he wanted in his own piece, but he also knew that he couldn't do it aggressively towards me, yelling at me, touching me, or calling me names much too much longer. And I told him that. All right, that's your last one. And of course, he ran off, started telling everybody, but he stopped fucking with me. That's not why I'm telling you this. The part about discipline and destiny that met my mind, I'll tell you this story because it fucking tripped me the fuck out. Hear me now, feel me now, right? Hear me now, feel me now, guys. The landlord pulled up. My buddy's in El Salvador. He's already paid the rent. He's moving out of the location, and he hates the next door neighbor. The landlord pulls up into the parking spot, and I go, how long you? I didn't know it was the landlord, and I go, how long you plan on parking? Oh, only 5 minutes. And then out of nowhere, the next door neighbor shows up. I go, Mark, this is the landlord. We're kicking you out. And I was like, am I getting kicked out? And he's like, no. Whatever Eli says goes. And I pointed at the phone and said, Eli. And they were pissed, but it was the truth. My friend had invited me. I wouldn't have that spot if he didn't. And that guy was trying to take liberties, lie about it, and look really stupid to everybody else that he was just hopping up and down trying to get a spot that he didn't earn. And that's what ends up happening. People go into some lives where they're not disciplined enough to keep their cool. And that was me before. Not so much him. He's the one cursing. He's the one hopping up and down. Of course, anybody would say, yeah, that's a fight. He's a little bitch, right? That's part of it. But what was part of it is my self-control. The part that I am trying to reach to you guys that's taken me 44 years on this planet to figure out was I used to think, honestly, that the chips were against me. And what I didn't know was my discipline was against me. Regardless of my behavior, that landlord was coming. And if I had got off of my seat, beat that dude up, caused a ruckus, ripped my shirt, got some blood on me, you name it, even if I won the fight, I would have lost the fight after, because then I would have looked like a aggressor. Definitely 86able, right? And I would have fucked up the opportunity to have a good night. And that's what discipline does to us. It's boring. So then when we get bored, especially addicts and ADHD people, when we're bored, right, bro, that's when the devil's hands, right? Playground. Boredom is the devil's playground. It's the area where you should be working on your dreams. It's big enough for you, big enough W. You should be completely obsessed and focused on it. But most motherfuckers, they only focused on the stimulus. They're not focused on the action. They're not focused on the future. That's why it's called future faking, right? And they're out of control. And then they're going to blame the guy that argued. I could easily blame him because, well, hey, he was being aggressor. The old immature version of me would be like, yeah, now that I have seen a psychologist and asked the question, is it even worth it? I knew this guy wasn't worth it. I knew it wasn't worth my time, energy, and argument. And I knew he was going to look silly to everyone and prove my point that he's a piece of shit and no one likes him. And he tried to go, no one likes you. And I'm like, no, actually, no one likes you, bro. And I started playing the voicemail and said, you're the asshole. You're the dick. And now you're running around trying to make everybody else uncomfortable when it's not your spot. Get a grip, bro. But he looked stupid. He looked undisciplined. Me, I didn't miss an opportunity to not fuck up, right? Before, I would have easily been his huckleberry, try to straighten him out with my hands and not my words or my mind or my spirit. And I would have looked stupid because I would have gotten in trouble with the teacher when I was a kid. You know, the kids are fucking with me, talking to me. You go sit in the corner, you get a check mark, you keep talking, you get another check mark, eventually you get suspended. That happened to me. The kids were fucking with me. And I didn't know that I would be paying the repercussions for this, right? I didn't know that it would look like disciplinary action to me. I was just trying to defend myself, but I'm only like what, in second grade? This happened in second grade, and then I was like, I'm not getting in trouble for this. I didn't even fucking do anything. I don't want to sign this paperwork, so I prayed, and someone else told that too. And then you better pray for an earthquake, right? El Mayo. Yep, you better pray for an earthquake. And that's what I did as a kid. I came home all slow, and they pinned the thing on my shirt, and I got to get it signed by my parents, and my brothers and sisters are all running home, laughing. Jeremy and Carrie, or Jeremy and Natasha, are just running, and I'm like, ah, fuck, man. I'm praying for a fucking earthquake, and you guys are happy skipping. But I had disciplinary action, and I had to go through with it. And what I did was I actually outsmarted it. I saw the cursive in the back of the dictionary. This is true. And I copied it. Kim Sate. And my mom, oh my God, I'll never forget. You guys must be laughing right now. And the teacher looked at this signature. Hold on, let me show you. Looked down at it, looked up at me, and was like, you sure your mom signed this? And I'm like, yeah, huh? Like second grade, full fucking lying. And yeah, that was a lie. It's a fucking full on lie. My mom didn't sign that. It's less than 10-year-old signed it, and I'm sure it looked like rubbish. And I'll pay $1,000 for that signature right now. It was my first attempt to get away from my discipline. And forgery is a real crime, so I had to go for 2 weeks out of school. I remember they goes, yeah, I got called to the principal's office, and there was my mom with my little sister, baby Carrie, on her lap. Disciplinary action from Mark. I was always a problem for my mom. Fights at school, poppers on the bus, even though it wasn't me. And there's that disciplinary action where I didn't want to be disciplined. I didn't understand that by controlling myself, I would be more powerful. Let me see that again. By controlling myself, I'd be more powerful. Last night, I went to the strip club with my homegirl to talk of the town, drop off some cards. There's a lot of guys with no self-control. I watched a dude, pretty short dude, crack that wallet, probably his last hundos, just so he could feel all over a girl, pretty pervertedly. When we walked past the VIP, my friend runs it, and I was like, oh shit, dude, this dude's getting the full grab on. And for 2 minutes, 5 minutes in VIP, he's the happiest guy in Vegas. And then come outside of the VIP, the hoodwink stops. You know, this value of how much it takes for you to earn $1 in an hour. How many dollars do you earn in an hour, and how many dollars did she earn in the last 5-10 minutes? And I don't know how long VIP is. I've been disciplined my whole life. I've never been in the VIP, believe it or not. A guy that's been in Vegas, I thought to myself, shit, I would have been in VIP by now. I've never had any lap dances. Never wanted to be hood swinked like that. But there's something out here like that for everyone. This is Vegas, you know. We all have the same captures, and this is why I have to talk about discipline. If it was something that could get you addicted, we would have found it. You'd be doing the drug. If it had highs like cocaine, if it had laughter like LSD, if it had calm like weed, if it had fucking, you know, some ecstasy in it, right? You do it. You would try it, because we're all tried everything. We've tried every plant, cactus, fucking substance known to man, minerals that'll poison us, and substances that will heighten us. This is the human experience. This is all of us. All of us are trying to fucking get it, right? Get it how we live. And the thing that really shocked me was that if I'm keep getting the things that I want, my brain will overtake me and make me do things that wouldn't exactly give me what I want. It'll tell me it's what I want, Hell yeah, I want some pussy. Well, why didn't you wear a condom? Oh shit, I like discipline. I wanted the stimulus, but not the discipline. I wanted the control, but not self control. I wanted control over the situation and everyone else, but not me. Oh shit, that was an revelation, bro. An evolution and a revelation all in one. Everybody keeps talking the talk. Yeah, I'm not in control of anyone but myself. So where's that discipline? That's where it starts to happen, bro. I gotta have this conversation with people because it's just like that. If I had lost my shit, then it looks chaotic. Then it looks like I'm out of control. And that kind of energy scares away other human beings and mammals and insects too. You're gonna go and fucking feel like I did much that day in China, super frustrated. And it's a human feeling. Anger, you're allowed, bro. I'm telling you. What you're not allowed to do is let it on someone else. It's almost like sneezing on someone in public. You're not allowed to do that, bro. Don't be coughing on people. Don't be spreading your sickness. Down with the sickness. No, 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 down with the sickness. You're sharing that sickness. That's why I called it verbal vomit, because motherfuckers will be just like, and then this happened, blah, 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 blah. And then this happened, blah, 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 blah. I have a lot of people tell me a lot of, what's the hospital trauma stories? They want to talk about surgeries. You better be surprised, dude. Sympathy's a drug too, bro. If you want sympathy, empathy, you want people to listen to you, there's people that'll fake injuries just so they can have some attention. And there it is. The girl's looking for attention. Why are they out there dancing? Well, they're trying to pay their fucking bills. They're giving you fake attention so they can get your real money. And if you're not disciplined enough, that's something that you would do, rookie. Pay for some pussy or pay for some attention or pay for some affection. Even if it's fake, you just wanted it for 5 minutes. I want it for 50 years. That's the difference between me and you. We still both are monkeys that want the same stimulus. I want to be in the VIP room feeling on some titties and a hot chick on me, except for I want it to be real. I don't want to pay for it. I want her to do it, and I want her to want to do it. It's too much to ask? I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's Maybelline, bro. I don't know. But what I do know is this: if I don't have discipline, all of a sudden I'm doing the drugs that the other homeboys are on. I'm not going home after my mission. I start to self sabotage, and I could feel it almost happening. I had a little money in my pocket, right? I had like $100. It was burning a hole in my pocket, and I had gas in the car, right? I was feeling myself, right? Like I could do anything that I want. And I took my boring ass home. My homie's like, come on out. And I said, I wish you'd hit me up earlier. Why are you going so late? Late? I thought it opened at 2. So I thought it opened at 1. He's showing up at 2:30. Guess who's not up right now? I'll wait. Yeah, he ain't up. Fuck no. He's never up. He's never up before noon. So it's like, sure, you're pretty cool to be Saturday night and it going to after hours in Vegas, whatever drugs you're on at 2:30 in the morning, but you just sacrificed your morning. You just sacrificed the sunrise for an extension of the night. And I've done that before where I was holding up the bar and I didn't know what I was giving up. I mean, when you're cashing in, especially at the casino, I guess you really don't know what your chip count is, you know? You don't know that there's a whole world out there. There's a whole world of, I'm looking out here right now where someone's getting up in the morning and walking their dogs, doing something healthy instead of destructive, or they're picking up pickleball or tennis or soccer. They're staying on exercise game because it feels that good. I was watching Khalil Roundtree and he let this little kid come in for the boxing. And the kid was just like really into it, right? And right at the last bell, he threw a real long punch. Like he didn't give up. Just, ugh. He says, it feels good. Little short fat kid, all 12 years old, got on the fucking ebbed UFC live. Might even have a chance to get a contract because he just didn't want to stay couch locked. And that's what the guy said. All you guys are couch watching, couch locking, you know? Me, I'm a professional international couch surfer, right? Uh, is that the name of the book now? International Couch Surfer. Anyway, so international couch surfing and the discipline to not fight people in their homes and bump into their OCDs and idiocentricities, and we all have them. We all have weaknesses. We all have triggers, and we all have OCDs. There's just what it is. We're human beings, and there's going to be something that is your pet peeve. It's just going to get you. And I would like to think that I can get me, that I can beat myself to the punch, that I have enough discipline, that I don't drill holes in my canoe or in my wallet or in my discipline or in my future or in my goals because I am bored, right? How many of us have spent a lot of money while we were bored? Yeah, bro. Consumerism is real. Our consumption is so out of whack, man. We're ordering more food than we can eat, throwing it away after, buying clothes that we'll never wear. The guy was completely right. Mr. Nice off of the fucking Shark Tank, he's absolutely right. We have 15 pairs of shoes, but we only wear one. We got 50 pairs of fucking shirts, but we only cycle through the favorite top two. We own all these things, but they never get worn. So why did we buy them? That day when you had money in your hand, why didn't you let it ride on 8-9% on the stock exchange for the rest of your life? Why was the tennis shoes converted into Nike, not Nike stock, but Nike product? And then you're just like, holy shit, there is a lack of discipline. Yeah, man, why don't you make a sandwich instead of buying lunch every day? I'll wait. But there we are when the cash is in, and we're in there in the casino to cash out. Our chips aren't there. They're not adding up, and we're going like, what the fuck just happened? I know I am. I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? Well, energy can't be killed, it can only be transferred. You must have cashed out somewhere else. You must have cashed out late last night when you wanted to stay up all night. There goes all your serotonin. There goes all your energy. Every human being needs 8 hours of sleep. You might extend it with drugs, but now you might sleep longer after. That's what they don't tell you. Here's what they don't tell you is the come down is real too. You know, the best part about discipline is now I have a rhythm. I can count on my body to produce energy and flow and vibration. On the other end, then you're hungover. There goes my vibe. There goes my tribe. There goes my whole future because I faked myself. You can't possibly put in that kind of energy and expect that kind of transfer. You can't get a wire transfer unless someone sends it, and you didn't send yourself your future. You didn't send yourself your goal. You didn't send yourself your ambition. You cashed in. That's the truth of it. That's what we all get, what we really, really want. And I can show you your debits and your receipts. It's like waking up the next morning when I was on drugs in Tijuana or Ensenada, and I woke up in Ensenada prison. Yeah, your boy Marky Saint's got stories to tell. And in that prison, homeboy, when I woke up, I was just like, the whole fucking, I don't know where that went. The whole cruise line left without me, bro. That's right, Ensenada prison. I had, someone had put something in my drink, and I can blame them. But if I wasn't on blow and didn't have cocaine on me, just a little vial, just a little 1 grammer, I didn't even have the wherewithal to throw it, bro. I was so bad and fucked off and disillusioned that out of it, I was so out of it that I peed my own pants. And I escaped from Ensenada prison, Mexico prison, to the U.S., and the story continued. Um, all because I mean it's an adventure and it's funny now, but it was horrible then, and it's all because I still want to party. I still wanted to party, and my idea of fun was a shot of Patron Silver, chilled with the salt on the rim, the lime and the Corona, and a couple lines of Coke. And I thought I was happy as fuck. I was just like, this is it. I'm winning. And I didn't know that people were putting things in my drink. I didn't know that I was weakening myself with that mixture, going to get bumps of blow. That was my choice. The thing in my drink was not my choice. Going down to Ensenada was my choice. Not having any friends was not my choice. Those guys, befriending them was my choice. Them being gay was their choice. And all added up, I think that I know it was them because the guy was next to me when we got arrested. So, yeah, bro. I don't even know how he got there. I never know if I'll see him again. But the lack of discipline is frightening because then you go, oh shit, I really did disrespect my own powers. And with great power comes great responsibility, and I just haven't felt my power. Otherwise, I would respect it. I would not eat tiramisu before a fight. I would get up early and show myself all the days of lack of discipline what the abundance of discipline looks like, and not just to see the sunrise and feel it on my skin, but not be hung over. Right? That's your energy. It's depleted. And they don't tell you that. They're a fucking complete rock star next to the DJ with the best video of the night, but they feel like shit in the morning, alone, hungover, and penniless. I don't know. I keep saying it. I don't know how many of my friends, their lack of discipline keeps them working jobs that they don't love. So you spend 8 hours a day selling T-shirts or working retail or whatever other fucking odd job you can get, whining on Facebook while you don't have no money, but you're at the park every day. You always got a beer in your hands when you show up. You always got a 16 pack. We all keep our fucking addictions with us, bro. Me, the other day, I was like, I can't believe I left the house with no weed, and I was like, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine, and it's like kind of like a no weed anxiety, kind of like a Tesla when they had a charging anxiety, like where's the nearest charger? What if there's no way to get gasoline, right? What if there's no way to get electricity? Let's have plugging anxiety, but we don't want to plug into ourselves and alleviate our anxiety, right? We don't want to discipline ourselves and not be the reason why we're having these feelings. And we definitely don't want to face the music and see how powerful we are, because then we knew we were the ones that pulling the levers. So I was just like, the whole time I used to feel like I was special, or I was getting special attention, or I was just rebellious. Turns out I was a loose cannon. I don't have a lot of self control. So the discipline was coming, the principal was coming, the landlord was coming, the clapback was coming. I just didn't see it. I didn't see that by acting out and losing mic control before the landlord gets there would have altered my future in another 5, 10, 30 minutes later. And you don't know it, right? You don't know that by the time you felt good about putting that money down on the roulette wheel that you're about to bust and not have any money. That doesn't cognate to us. What cognates to us is we just want to have fun. Let's party tonight. The check, right, at the end of the dinner is always due. And that's why the prize cost a price, and most of us don't want to pay the bill when it's due, right? It was fun ordering everything we want and pretending that we were fucking little savants and fucking bourgeoisie. We're so bougie, right? We order what we want. Now's the time for the price. There's the checks come and the receipt is due, and you're like, fuck, am I gonna put this moment on credit? Probably a bad move. Not very disciplined. Not very demure. And then there's the trying to ditch, but that's not it. That's very rebellious, and that's gonna have its own consequences as well. And then there's just paying because you earned it and you wanted to pay with your friends. That's super dope, but don't do it every weekend. Don't do it every day. That wouldn't be cost efficient. And that's why we have discipline. That's why we have grocery stores. That's why we're making our own lunches. It's not just one, it's all. And we'd all like to be princes and princesses and have someone serve us and all our meals be free and ready just the way that we perceive them to be. It's probably not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to have to discipline yourself because no one else will. No one's going to stop you from your actions. No one's going to keep you. What do you call it when they say that all the time? When they slap your fucking hands out of the cookie jar or off the remote. No, if you want to stay couch locked, you will. But if you want to get off that motherfucking couch, and if you want to see the world, and it was really that important to you, you do something different, and it's that simple. That's the discipline. And I hate to say it, but it needs to be said, and that's why it's called the morning motivation. That's Mark Saint. That's Saint's addiction. Biting onto something more healthy than that other shit. I went and got some rest. Fuck your after hours club. They're not like us. I'm not on the drugs you guys are on. I'm on the sunrise shit, and it's been feeling good ever since. So I'm gonna go get my vitamin D. I'd like to go get my D, suck. And wait, and good morning, peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of your fears, The other side of excuses, the other side of the world, that's where I'll be because I have discipline and I've earned it. And all those times that I didn't get something, I got something more after it. And in my savings and in my compound interest, I've learned that discipline is a phenomenal trait against self-sabotage. I'll see you on the other side. Peace. Yeah.